Hello, stream.
Good evening.
Hi. How's everybody's day?
I'm glad it's over.
Went okay. Slept a little longer than I planned on, so I don't know if I'll be able to sleep tonight.
Who needs sleep?
Me. Desperately.
That's debatable.
It's nice, but you know, I can mostly function on very little.
I unfortunately have a job where the lights are really dark and it's very slow paced, so it's probably not good for me to fall asleep in the middle of a session.
Probably not.
Yeah. It would be funny though.
It would make for quite the story.
It's almost happened a couple times.
So what exactly do you do? I don't
massage therapy.
Oh, okay.
How did you not know that?
I don't remember it ever being brought up. I don't know.
No, he's offered like solutions for me multiple times when I hurt my rotator cuff and all of that.
Yeah, that's his winter job. His summer job is backbreaking hard labor.
On top of the massage stuff.
Yeah. Seems counterintuitive, but okay.
I get it. Keep the massage job to recover from the backbreaking labor.
There's a floof.
It's a big floof.
We have floof and anti-floof.
All of the floof.
And then around there somewhere is a potato.
She ran. I tried to get her to come here again.
I think she's on living room chewing archery.
So, who's excited?
Me.
I mean, there's feelings. I don't know if excited is the right word.
I am so ready to see Cat go ape shit on a werewolf.
Or a werewolf go ape shit on a cat. One of the two.
There will be blood spilled and I am ready for it.
Yeah. There will be certainly something spilled. And it's going to be traumatic to at least one person.
You're not wrong.
So yeah, fun times ahead. Any questions for me before we get into anything? And this goes for any part of what's about to happen, or has happened up until this point.
How much do you actually enjoy hurting our characters like this?
In this particular setting, it's actually really fun.
Only in this setting, only Hunter?
Well, I get to hurt them physically in this one, and it's an actual legitimate physical injury, and it's kind of fun. Anywhere else, it's, oh, I got hurt, okay, cool, I'm just gonna go and unhurt myself.
I mean, I was also including mental in that.
Oh, well, that's a little bit different, because you can always hurt mental. And
Exactly.
That's always fun.
That's why I asked how much you enjoy it.
Scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the most. Probably like 7 or an 8. Could be a little more fun, but it's fine. It satiates my need for destruction.
How could it be more fun?
More of you.
More of what?
More of you in general. That's saying the more the merrier. Yeah, that fits.
That was my question.
Does the buttons or the Nenavar have a question for me?
Wildly unprepared, are we?
Yes.
Do you guys remember what generation Cat is?
Too many.
5 or something?
Too few. She's 6.
She's the same generation as my oldest child is years old.
Very nice, very nice.
And she's in kindergarten. So let that sink in.
Very nice, very nice.
Yes, Cat is a kindergartner. Definitely the correlation there.
I don't know, just the simple fact that it's that few is yeah. And well, Vincent's not necessarily as old as she is. He's close.
I mean, yeah, he kind of is. I mean, not fully, but not super far off.
Yeah, so
It'll
he
be
has
fine.
he has yes, powers.
Worst comes to worst, we grab Gareth and sneak out the back while they're too distracted, maiming each other.
Oh, Faye and I have already kind of went over what's going to happen.
Yeah. That's not exactly a relationship there, Buttons. She's a... Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic between those two.
And that's why Faye is going to be piloting Cat during that entire thing. Because I don't know that side of it. I just know Vincent's like, no, go away.
Am I
But
going
also-
to be, like, legitimately playing her, or is that you?
Oh, just tell me what she's going to do.
Okay.
Then I'll roll some dice. I'm not going to roll all the dice because, you know.
I'm sure, considering how poorly Faye tends to roll in the Hunter game, she would have no problem with you rolling.
So here's the thing. I roll fairly decently when I do roll for vampire NPCs. Typically. I mean, Yuri knows best. She got mind wiped. Or sorry, they got mind wiped, but you know.
That they did.
Yeah, it's fine.
They got him back for it, it's fine.
But, like, not even a month later, it's like, hey, stay still. Okay. So, that happened. It's working? Cool.
Yeah, just that little bit of time, it's already at 100%. That's why I was shocked when it wasn't charged.
There.
At like 9:30, it was at 10%.
Nice. I have had my realistically, it's just a big ass battery on the charger for like 3 days now, and it's it's still at like 80%. But it's a big ass battery.
For what?
In case if I have to like be somewhere and have to recharge my work laptop, it can do it twice.
Nice.
So yeah,
That
it's
is
a big ass battery.
That is a big ass battery.
And that's mine. It's not works.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice, very nice.
So road trip, that goes with me. And hey kids, charge your shit here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am ready when you three are.
Okie doke.
Ready to rock and roll.
Hey, we're back.
We
Good
are,
evening.
in fact, back.
And the cat is in place.
Yes. In its proper place. However, it's also in trouble, so. But that's okay.
No longer in proper place.
Anyway, I am your storyteller, Dengle. This is World of Darkness. Certain things will come up. Specifically, this episode. If at any point you feel like you need to take a step away, please do. Your personal health is much more important than this game. We will give updates and we will give recaps. Joining me this evening is Buttons playing Rose.
Good evening.
Faye playing Gladys.
Hello.
And then playing Edgar.
Aye.
How have we gotten ourselves into the mess that we're currently sitting in? And what is the mess that we're currently sitting in?
Fucking Gareth. We are being escorted to a enclosed space with an angry elder vampire who's hunting their werewolf pet.
That's pretty much it, yeah. We also got introduced to the green squirrel. Briefly.
Yes,
It
it bit
rode with
Gladys.
us on the way. It did bite Gladys. That's good.
And we met Paula.
Yeah. Paula Drescher.
The real Paula Drescher.
Yeah. So,
Not even we know what's going to happen tonight with her.
yeah. Depending on what happens is depending on how much we collectively get to learn. Could be a lot, could be a little, could be nothing at all.
At least until we
So.
start bugging our DMs about spoilers afterwards.
So, yeah. We should probably get into it.
Yeah, we left off right as we walked into the greenhouse. Pretty much.
Hey, Faye,
Hey, Dengle.
roll me a rouse check.
Well, that's not good. What did you have her sitting at?
I was going to have her at 2, so.
She's a 3.
Okay. That sounds about right, honestly. So,
Stats.
yeah,
Be afraid.
be very afraid. So you approach the greenhouse and there is commotion inside. I need to know our hunters' immediate reactions to the commotion inside. There is muffled screaming and sounds of a angry dog.
Ready to rifle and get ready to go in.
Same.
Reluctantly do so.
Gareth pulls out a 6-shooter. It's an old Colt revolver and a giant Bowie knife. They look to be a little bit shinier than normal. And he approaches.
Can Gladys pull out her hollow-tipped bolts with the crossbow?
With the special filling? Yes. And I would assume that Cat kind of just immediately beelines.
Yes. She probably almost rips the door off.
Well, it opens in, so it blows it in and off the hinges. Just for a dramatic effect. And sure enough, well, he's not in Krynos form. He is in that weird in-between. I believe it's Hispo?
Or
Or
in
is that the
between
other
which
side?
Hispo's the dire wolf. You're thinking of Glabro.
That one. Get those mixed up all the time. A little bit hairier, a little bit more menacing looking. You weren't supposed to be here. And like Paula is currently bleeding from something. And she's like curled up in a corner at this point, and as the door blows open, great, now you're here too. And he'll turn and face everyone. I need, when Faye gets back, a sanity check. Because this is the first time that you've really dealt with a werewolf.
I think that nothing.
2.
3.
So, Rose, you're fine. Gladys, you don't take sanity damage. However, you are frozen in fear for 1 round. You can't do anything. Edgar, take 1 sanity and you're also frozen for a round. So, Rose, you are the only one that can act, along with Gareth, because he is well versed in this. As well as Cat, of course.
Let's see. Honestly, at this point, Rose is probably more scared of Cat than she is of the werewolf, so she is just going to chamber around on the rifle and wait to follow Kat's lead, whatever she does.
Gareth doesn't really wait. He makes his way through the door, whether Kat tries to stop him or not, and will level the revolver. Won't actually fire a shot yet, though. And then Kat enters and starts doing cat things, I'm sure. Potentially making the plants grow a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would definitely be a rouse check.
Oh, good. Well, that's rather unfortunate. They do grow. However, they do not latch on like I'm sure she was attempting to do. She rolled really fucking bad. And seeing that, Vincent kind of just leaps and does his best to cause as many problems for the elder vampire as he can. Which, he's not really a fighter. It's fairly apparent immediately. And as such, he swings wildly, but she kind of grabs his hand and says, "We're not doing that." Because like I said, he's not really a fighter. Cat's not either. But fairly obvious that they've done this a couple times. Now, everybody, I need to know your actions that you would like to take.
Nothing? I don't think we can do anything, can we?
You can this time.
Oh. Level the crossbow and pull the trigger.
Edgar has
Okay.
clear shot. He's also taking it.
Okay. Rose, what are you doing?
She doesn't want to kill him. And she knows they've got pretty loaded. She'll hold a shot ready if he decides to round on the others.
Okay.
But when she sees the other two getting ready to shoot, she doesn't want to take the chance of accidentally killing him.
Okay. So I would like to know what you two rolled.
7 on a crit.
1.
Okay. So it seems as though he moves unnaturally quick and actually completely dodges Edgar's. However, cannot dodge the crossbow. And that lands. Doing very minimal damage, however. Cries out in pain as some odd liquid starts oozing from the wound. Doesn't seem to quite work the way that you wanted to, though. But you can still see the burns, chemical burns. And he kind of cries out, and you can see his form shift into very much more menacing as he howls. Now, what would Kat do seeing that shift in him?
So she actually has Domitor's favor, but I don't know if that would work when he tossed the bond. Although he still has to actively fight against it.
Correct.
So she would probably try that.
Okay. And what is his role? Just out of curiosity.
It's... Yeah. Defiance rolls for willful thralls under the effects of Dominator's favor are made at a 3 dice penalty, and thralls may not spend willpower on them.
Okay.
And she would 100% tell him to stop and stand down.
She's gonna have to do some dodging.
That's fine.
Because, yeah, no, he barely made it, but he made it.
She's not good at dodging. She has
Yeah.
a dexterity. Just one.
And how many athletics?
No, just one.
Okay, so roll that one die and tell me if it's a success or not. It's the difference between 5 or 6 damage.
6, and she's got a few health.
Yeah, it's fine. She got plenty of health. So you see this dude kind of snarl and just rip into her, and then she kind of turns and looks at the poor mortal that just shot him with a crossbow bolt. I need you to make me a willpower because charisma and intimidation is a hell of a thing for him.
Four.
Yeah, no. You're gonna take 2 willpower damage. He didn't roll that well, actually.
Aggravated?
No, just superficial. So next round, I need to know what everybody does, because Gareth will absolutely take a shot at him this time and try to stab him. It's gonna be fun.
Pop that shot.
Back another round on the Gibbs rifle.
All right.
That back and attempts to fire again.
Okay. Give me all of those, please.
2.
Gonna burn a willpower to re-roll that. Aha, there we go. 5 on a crit.
What did we set on to reroll the Gibbs rifle?
It is still dexterity and firearms, but you're gonna have to roll a strength to be able to hang on to it properly.
Gonna burn willpower.
Okay.
Five.
Okay. So that does. And then Gareth rolled that, which he has to split between the two. It doesn't matter. And then you rolled 3, correct, Faye?
No, I just rolled 2.
Oh, 2. Well, that's good. The rounds fired from the rifles sink easily. The crossbow bolt kind of catches midair and snaps. Or bends. Doesn't really matter at this point. Gareth fires a shot randomly, and it almost hits Cat, actually. And as he swipes with the dagger, or with the big knife, Vincent moves. And Vincent will descend upon roll Gladys. What's Cat doing? What would Cat do? Let's put it that way.
He would work with the plants again, or attempt to open the earth beneath her, but it's probably much more difficult or earth beneath him, but it's probably much more difficult for her when it's not her actual land.
Okay. And yes, I'm just making the rouse check and rolling hunger dice because there's a lot there.
Yeah.
However, did not roll very well on those. Did not get any hungry though, so that's the fun part.
Good. I'm sure she's sitting at 3 or 4.
Yeah, she's just 4. A couple of the vines lash out, but he quickly kind of breaks through them, and he is upon you, Gladys. And he is going to try to claw you.
Yep.
He is not a fighter, though.
I think neither is she.
What did you roll? It's bad enough to where you're thinking about using willpower.
Doesn't matter. Not really. I rolled 2 out of my 3 dice.
Okay, well, I rolled 3. So you will take 2 superficial damage.
Really?
Yeah. Claws are only +1 damage.
Oh,
And it is not aggravated.
that's shocking.
Yeah. The bite, on the other hand.
Mm-hmm.
But the bite's not directed toward you. It's directed toward the guy that is trying to shoot him and stab him. Oh, Gareth, you need to roll really well. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, Gareth, you rolled very well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he just takes 4 aggravated damage. As he gets a very grievous wound. And he drops the revolver. Next round, how would everybody like to proceed?
Another shot.
Crack another shot.
Can Gladys just try to defend while she's pinned? Because she ain't getting out of this.
Well, you're kind of in like an open-ish area. You can run away.
Oh, I thought she was... I thought he, like, pinned or grabbed her or something.
No, just, yeah.
Oh. Then yeah, she's absolutely backing up.
Okay.
And firing at him again.
Okay.
This is such a bad idea.
Yeah.
2.
Tell me if anybody rolls below 2.
2.
5.
Okay. Okay. So Rose,
Yo.
your shot goes whizzing past his head. The other 2, however, kind of sink, and he will kick our lovely pseudo Robin Hood. So this one actually do extra damage. You need to beat a 1 to be able to stand up. And then
Got a 1.
so you take 1 point of superficial damage and you are knocked prone.
Okay.
Can I get a strength and resolve to hold onto the crossbow?
Three.
Okay. It stays in your hand.
Okay.
Edgar. He rounds on you because you just shot him twice with a very large weapon. You see the snarl and like this red and like blood is just streaking down him. And he is absolutely going to leap across the entire greenhouse and try to bite your face off.
Dex and athletics.
Dex and athletics would be great, and roll well.
Gonna have to burn a willpower.
What did you get right now?
2.
Yes, you do. If you want to stay alive.
3.
How many health do you have again?
5.
You have 5? Well, cool. So you took care of the extra aggravated. You took 5 aggravated damage. You are currently down and bleeding profusely. You are not quite incapacitated, however, you can't really take good action. Not a combat action, put it that way. And then I'm going to assume Kat's just going to carry on with her thing.
Yeah. That's the best way for her to hold someone.
There we go. As he lands and as Edgar gets bitten, the plants lash around him and kind of tie him up, and you can see him struggle. He can't move right now, but he's going to try. I need to know what you two are going to do.
Rush to Edgar and see about providing any first aid.
I'm going to continue to take a shot in the hopes that if he does get loose, he'll come after me and not the one that is down and the one that is currently trying to help the one that is down.
A triage.
Okay. So, also you have noticed that Gareth has went to the woman that is bleeding on the other end of the thing, since he is all but useless at this point. So, Gladys, intelligence and medicine, just to make sure that Edgar doesn't bleed out. Mind you, you have a snarling werewolf right here, so...
Yeah.
3 successes, and all of them are crits.
Oh, cool.
We really don't want Edgar to die.
No, so Edgar. Positive. You're not gonna die. Negative, you still can't really take a combat action, but at least you can with Gladys's help, crawl out of there.
I was gonna say shuffle away.
Yeah. Bit him right in here. And you've
Hacked it.
we'll say that. Used proper field medicine and packed it, yes. So yeah, Edgar, would you like to crawl out, or would you like to stay next to the snarling thing that is tied up currently?
Probably should get away from that.
Okay. And then Rose, you don't actually have to roll to hit him. Because he's not going anywhere. And he struggles for a minute, and having played werewolves yourself, Buttons, you know that every time, or every round that you're in that particular form, you have to spend a willpower. And while he has a bunch of willpower, he doesn't have enough to stay in there for very long. And eventually it turns back into a very normal-ish looking Vincent. Albeit a little bit less clothing than one would particularly like. And he still struggles against it, and he's bleeding, and he's hurt. He's very much hurt at this point in time. And he's kind of head bowed, and what are you going to do with me now? I think it's time to go home. But first, and Cat kind of looks at Edgar, and then at Gladys, and then at Gareth, and then at Paula, then turns to Rose. You,
Yes?
come here.
Sure. What you need?
And she'll just grab your arm and pick it up. Are you going to resist her feeding from you?
No.
I know that's not her feeding style, but she
No.
needs it.
No, Rose will let it go. Rather her than the others.
Okay. Give me 1 stamina and resolve, please.
Okay.
That wouldn't
Not
be
the best,
gentle
but not the
about it.
worst. Not my best pool, but not my worst pool either. 4?
Okay. She drinks a lot. However, Rose, you've been fed from before. You've been fed from in excess before. When she's done, you kind of know what to expect, and you kind of collapse under your own weight. You take 1 aggravated damage, but you won't take any more. And Cat is from mortal blood as low as she can get, without being at 0, which I believe is 3.
2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah, but still.
Oh.
And she grabs her werewolf and I do not have to tell you. This does not get told to anyone, yes?
Yes, yes.
I will find you, and I will kill you if I need to. Or better yet, he will.
Can get in line. Oh, God, I forgot how much that hurt.
Forgot. It has happened to you before.
Fed on, yeah.
I will be watching you.
Rose just kind of woozily salutes from the floor.
And you too, as she walks out of the greenhouse with Vincent, talking to Rose and Edgar.
Gladys.
Yeah, Gladys and Edgar, sorry. Looking at the right person, said the wrong person. Stay out of Michigan.
I've been told that before.
By who?
Gary?
Okay. You should probably take him to hospital.
Gladys is just staring.
And she will direct Vincent to go find them a car. And she will follow him. Leaving the 5 of you still there.
How's that other lady doing? Gladys.
Well,
Gladys is with you.
Yeah,
well,
but
let's find out how Gareth is done. Gareth is relatively smart and taught Gladys quite a bit. Medicine was not one of the things that he taught Gladys, though.
No.
She is still bleeding and still potentially going to bleed out if she doesn't get medical attention. However, you have some time.
Can Gladys stumble her way over and try and help?
You may make one as well. Yes.
4. No crit.
You managed to staunch the bleeding to the point where she's probably going to be fine as long as she goes to a hospital.
Is she conscious?
She is no longer conscious. No.
How are we gonna make sure she doesn't say anything?
You think
Starting
they'd
to tend to her own wounds.
You think they'd believe her if she did? I mean, she's coming in all battered and banged up like that. They'd just as much assume that a stray dog or a bear attacked her.
I don't want the scary old lady to come find us, though.
I mean, if we specifically say that we found her being attacked by a pack of dogs, and then she wakes up and if she starts talking about stuff she's not supposed to, I don't think they're gonna believe her. Just chalk it up to shell shock.
worst case scenario, they always pay Hashima money.
I mean, I guess we do technically work for the government now, so we could let them know that she needs to be quieted. Or at least checked up on.
Do they have a hospital near here that we should go to instead?
Yeah. would Edgar be able to know exactly where it is?
Kind of meant our specific branch, but I'm sure it doesn't exactly matter.
So specific to what Faye is looking for, you don't know where that would be here. However, yes, you do know where there's a couple hospitals.
Edgar will point the way.
You're gonna have to drive, Rose. Well, no, I might be able to. I should be able to drive. Where is Gladys hurt?
Just like across the chest.
Okay, so yeah, she can drive. We don't
And
need
like on the arm.
the blood loss person driving.
Yeah, no.
No. That would be bad.
Mean.
Making all my driving checks at extreme disadvantage.
How quickly are you trying to drive?
Kind of a lot.
Do have 3 people bleeding out right now.
Yeah.
And that's fair. It was just one of those things that I had to see. So, do you have any dots in drive?
I do actually. I've got one.
Okay. So, dexterity and drive don't roll nothing.
I rolled 3.
Okay. So you get it up on 2 wheels a couple times, but you are good. You come tearing into the hospital parking lot, and nurses come and meet you. What's the emergency? Oh God!
That, everything.
What happened?
Dogs.
The lady back there got attacked by a pack of dogs. We tried to fight them off. Oh god, my head.
Okay, so we've got 3 really bad maulings, 1 semi-superficial scratch, and a concussion. Cool. Come on.
I'm just a little anemic right now. Just give me some juice. I'll be fine after I've sat for a little bit.
No, we're gonna check your head.
Okay.
And like get stretchers and wheelchairs and everybody checked in. And do individual treatments for everyone. Edgar, you are admitted to the hospital, and you are recommended not to leave. Gareth is also checked in the hospital, recommended not to leave, pending surgery on his hand. Messed it up pretty good. Paula is checked in. Obviously, she is not currently awake. However, Gladys and Rose, you both get the message that everybody seems to like they're going to pull through.
Oh, good.
We're keeping her at least until she wakes up. We'll do some further diagnostics after that, but probably going to be a little bit after that before she can go home. Do you know what her name is?
I think she said her name was Paula.
Okay.
We saw her earlier today at the flower shop.
Right. Where did this happen?
In the flower shop. I mean, outside. We heard the noises and went to go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, it's good that you stopped it, I guess. Your friends are very, very much in bad shape. You know that, right?
Yes.
And you, it seems like you had major blood loss, but we couldn't see any reason why you had that happen to you. Are you feeling better now?
I am. I'm just anemic. It's always been like that.
Okay. Well, you two are free to go as you so see fit. Like I said, we're keeping your friends at least for a couple days, just to make sure they're okay. We will call you if there's any updates. Do you have a number that we can reach you at?
Oh no. We need to tell his mom.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Whose mom?
We're kind of guests of Edgar's mother.
What is Edgar's last name?
Wilson?
Okay. We will. Do you have an address that we can cross-reference and look up the number for you? Because I assume that you don't have the. Okay, and they pull out the big book of phone numbers that we used to have, and they go down through, and they actually do find Edgar's mom. They write it down. Well, we have the number. We have the address. So if we can't get a hold of anybody, we'll send somebody out. Please, don't feel like you have to stay here. If you want to, we're not going to tell you that you have to leave. But you won't do any good just sitting around
Yep, understandable. Please call when one of them wake up.
Yeah, we will.
Thank you.
And you get a call the following morning saying that Edgar is awake. Is Edgar going to stay in the hospital the proper time, like he's recommended that he should?
He'll stay for at least one more day.
Okay, so Edgar and Gareth are both awake. Gareth actually talks to you on the phone and is like, yeah, my surgery's scheduled for later today. I'm probably going to be out of commission for about 3 months.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And I still didn't get him.
Nope.
Something tells me I should just hang that dream up and get in that one.
Yeah, probably.
There's another one.
Hopefully this one doesn't have some insane person chasing after them.
I mean, they do, but that insane person's me this time.
Well, right, I meant a different one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that one alone.
probably a good idea.
I think when I get back home, I think there's some stuff that I gotta hand off to you. You and your friends, really.
Okay.
Edgar, you get your mom shows up before you wake up. Because the second that Rose and Gladys said something to her about Edgar being in the hospital, she immediately goes up there. Edgar, you wake up with like a hand knitted blanket and like special socks and like a hat. However, there's also a somehow warm plate of brownies. So take that for what you will. So
Those brownies.
they're good. A little bit dry. Could use some milk to go with them, but they're not bad. So Rose and Gladys, you have the house to yourself for a couple days. Is there anything special that you want to do in the house or in the town?
Um, I don't think so. I don't really think so.
Rose is probably going to be taking it easy too.
Yeah.
Kind of piddling around the house and reading, maybe do a little journaling at some point.
You know what? Gladys would probably go on like a cleaning spree.
That's fair. Do you go through Edgar's old things?
That's so tempting. Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Yeah, you have that flaw.
I do have that flaw.
So what would Edgar have at his mother's house? Nenavar.
I assume probably some sports stuff for the Packers, assuming they were a thing in the 40s.
Yeah, they were around.
See, probably some stuff from when he was in Europe, such as any medals, some trench art that he got, and maybe some things from Africa as well.
And so a couple exotic mounts. He's got a few purple hearts. 2 or 3. There's some other random medals here and there. He got a French medal of like bravery or something. Who knows? And amongst the things, and I don't know if Edgar even remembers getting this, but there is a letter in a very nice handwriting that is actually in French. I don't think that Edgar can actually read French, can he?
Yes, he can.
No. He probably just doesn't remember having it. Can either of you?
Rose can.
Gladys would absolutely bring it to Rose.
Okay. So it is kind of like a pseudo love letter, and I'm sorry that you have to leave type thing. Maybe one day we'll see each other again. Who knows? And it lines up about 2 days before Edgar actually had to leave or left combat. No, Edgar does not have any illegitimate children.
I mean, you can make that roll.
That we know of.
No. We're not doing that. However, Edgar, following day, you wish to discharge yourself?
Yes.
Your mom pitches a fit, however, she doesn't make you stay. And Gareth leaves as soon as he can. And the house is full again. You have one person that can't use their hand, one person that can't use their whole arm. Just due to it hurts a lot. You have Rose that is mostly recovered. You have Gladys that is... It hurts, but...
It's just a heavy
Fine.
bruising at this point, probably.
Yeah. How many more days do you stay around?
Well, I mean, as long as Edgar wants.
Edgar would probably take a week. Just to make sure he heals up fine.
Okay. So in that week, is there anything that anybody would like to do? In-house, in-city, with Mom, Gareth, or Edgar at this given point in time?
Rose would probably give it a couple days, but eventually she'd get a little antsy and decide to go out drinking and ask if anyone wanted to come with her.
Gladys would go.
Yes.
Edgar shows you a proper time. And you have all of the Malort. Yeah. If you know what it is, cringe. But yes, now you have a proper pseudo celebration, I guess.
Yay, we're alive.
Yeah, that's the important thing. And Gareth actually goes with you. Multiple times he tries to grab it with his hurt hand. And then swears when it gets knocked over. However, this is probably the first time that even Gladys has seen him actually ease up. To this extent.
Is it the pain meds?
No, it's I could have died. That went terribly.
Do most of your hunts end that badly?
I'll show you the trophies when I get back.
Well, cool.
How'd you even get started on that one anyway? That was a banger.
Oh, him?
Yeah, him.
Funny you should ask. Her dad. Kind of roped me into going with him one time, and another, and then we got turned on to him, and well, it kind of turned into a running bet that I couldn't get that one. I was real good. I could get almost anything except for that one. He would either get away or she would show up before we could get him. I think he's gonna win that bet.
Yeah.
Is there ever a time you thought about getting her before she could get him?
Yeah, good luck with that.
Nah, I'm not that dumb.
Short of being able to shoot fire from like 300 yards away, I don't think that's going to happen.
I mean, we can work on the shooting fire thing.
Yeah. Good luck with that. I'll help, but I don't think it's going to work right.
I have some ideas scribbled down in a notebook.
Yeah, she's been working real hard on things.
Well, maybe we need to trade some notes.
Yeah, I need to mess around with what I got him with.
Yeah, it worked. It just didn't work quite as well as we had hoped.
Yeah. I mean, first time we've really been able to test it.
I think if you got them in normal person form, it probably would have worked great. It's just the second they start to change, their skin gets tough, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe reinforce it, layer it with some plastic, make it tempered or something.
It still needs to be able to break open, though.
Yeah, it'll peel open when you go to pull it back out, like they will.
Ooh, I wonder if we could do a release thing when they go to pull it out, it just uncaps it.
Probably.
That'd
That'd
be
be
something.
mean.
She is now scribbling on a napkin.
She does this all the time.
I raced her. Anyway. How'd you three like your first run-in with a big, dark, and scary?
I hate it.
You mean the big fuzzy scary? Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, he's what you call a shadow lord.
So there's different types of thems too.
Oh yeah. They're not
Great.
normally that big of a problem.
I would assume not. I assume they stick to their shadows.
Yeah, something like that. The ones you gotta worry about, though, are those glass walkers.
That.
Well, they could be sitting at the next table over, you never know. Never.
Or are they like
Tipsily whips around.
are they like super urban and high tech?
Oh, they deal with us a lot better. There's a couple of them though that if you found them in a normal setting like this, I would say you just found a unicorn. Those you just run away from. You don't try to hunt.
Hey, mister, I could get them all.
I mean, I can.
But should you?
No. There's certain ones where the risk very much outweighs the reward.
Just means you need bigger guns.
Bigger isn't always better.
Rose just kind of drunkenly giggles.
Gross.
You said it, not me. What's the weirdest thing you've ever found on one of your hunts?
One of mine?
Yeah, yours.
I would say probably the coven of vampires that we're working with. Really creepy looking shifter, like, well, not quite what he was, but close. They were all unhinged.
Oof.
And when I say coven, I mean they were the type that could do special stuff.
Oof.
The magic-y stuff.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that was a fun time. We found them in a cave. We collapsed the cave and lit it on fire. I hope it worked.
I mean, probably. How many of them could act like? How many different vampires could control the earth?
Yeah, that was the first one that I saw that could do that. You saw what she was doing with the plants, right?
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah.
I swear I felt the ground shake too.
Yeah. Especially when she like threw open the door. That was. Well, she ain't much bigger than you are.
Nope.
You said she named
She was
herself
really
after
short.
You said she named herself after a Slavic goddess, yeah?
Yeah. And
That
actually,
would probably be why.
would anybody like to give me intelligence in a cult
Yes.
to be able to put 2 and 2 together?
Yes. Roberta will try to reroll that.
Hell, me too.
Eh. 4.
I'm burning another one.
Would you get?
2.
That's it?
The first roll I got 0. Second reroll I got 2. Third, next reroll I got none.
So 2 for you.
Yeah.
So, Faye, what's the very specific one that I asked you about?
I am blanking on the name. Shit. God, they have such weird names.
Yes.
Dang. I'm scrolling.
I can't remember the name offhand. That's why
Yeah.
I asked Faye.
Oh, shit. We go between those two. Too much.
I
Ah.
believe it's like Morgesh? Morgeth?
Something like
Something like
that.
that.
Mokosh?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I wondered if that was it.
Yeah. That's. You can put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah,
and-
Mokosh.
Yeah. Yeah. Rose specifically can put 2 and 2 together and be like, I think I heard about this specific thing.
Well, at least she earned her name, I guess.
How's that?
You know the Slavic goddess Mokosh?
Not really, no.
Yeah.
Slavic mythology is cool. You should look it up. There's a lot of really cool Eastern European mythology.
I've got a book. You can look it up. But maybe
Oh.
being able to use that, I can figure out what in the hell she can really do. She seemed a bit possessive, didn't she?
I mean,
Like, excessively so.
isn't that just what she is? Did I tell? Have we told you about the other same one that we ran into?
Which other? Same one.
The same one she is.
Oh, that one.
The pig.
Yeah, the pig, yeah.
Yeah, he was exceedingly possessive of his son.
Similarly so?
Kind of.
Okay. Well,
I think that's
that'll
just
give
how
me-
they are.
That'll give me a good base to figure out what that was, plants were.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. If I find anything out, I'll let you know.
Be careful digging, please.
Well, it's not like anybody's going to know because it's in my library.
Okay, good.
Yeah, as long as you keep it there.
The only place it's going is to you.
I meant so you don't go out poking around on places that she might find out.
No, I'm not doing that. I don't want to die, it's just I'm ready to.
Oh,
But in any case, we should probably be heading back. It's getting early.
yeah.
Who's the best to drive?
Probably me.
And he tosses you the keys. I can't. My hand's still messed up.
That's fine. And she will drive carefully because she has had a little bit, but she spent most of her
As
time
much as the
scribbling.
rest. Yeah.
She spent most of her time scribbling across a couple different napkins that she's bundled up.
Rose just keeps handing her napkins without even turning to look.
It has just turned into this like mishmash layered on top of each other.
And they pile Edgar into the back of the vehicle. Because I'm sure Edgar had multiple bottles.
How
You
does
make
one
it back.
have multiple bottles of Malort?
It's Edgar.
I guess.
And you make it back. You spend the following day recovering from that. The following day, you are getting ready to leave when the phone rings. And Gareth picks up. Hello? Oh, she's awake.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll let the others know. Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot about her.
Yeah. I mean, we can just leave.
I'm kind of okay with that.
It's also the fact that tie up loose ends and figure out what she remembers. See how big of a problem she's gonna be.
Probably the best option.
Yeah, I guess you do have family here. Yes, we go.
your way down to the hospital. You're ushered into her room. And she's still very much in and out of it. However, she's kind of looks over, she sees Edgar and Gareth and Rose and Gladys. And she mumbles something. You kind of see her like motion her hand to kind of come over.
Go closer.
And then she mumbles something again. Can I please get wits and awareness from everyone?
I've
1.
Also 1.
So Rose is the only one that hears. She says, "Get Billy." Everybody else is a little bit too faint to make out.
Rose kind of looks up. Who's Billy?
I don't know. I don't know her.
She's asking for Billy.
Can we go raid her house to find out who Billy is?
No.
She kind of reaches for Edgar and then reaches for Gareth.
Sure, we'll go
Kinda-
closer.
You can hear repeating something over and over.
Gladys is gonna
Kinda
stick her
opens
face right next to her so she can hear.
And as you do that, you see her eyes open. She kind of like jumps back. Oh,
Hi.
hi.
We couldn't hear what you were saying. I was just trying to hear.
Oh, I was having a dream. I've kind of been in and out. What happened?
We heard you being attacked by a dog.
Okay. So this dog came after me then. I just remember there was a squatter in the greenhouse.
Yeah, we heard barking, and so we came to investigate, and it probably was feral or something. It went crazy.
And she kind of actually takes a look at Edgar and Gareth. And, oh, I guess it did. Are you two okay?
Yeah, we just weren't expecting it. Well, it to be that size.
Really big.
Can I know this is asking a lot, but can I ask you to go get some things for me? So, because I don't think I'm going to be leaving here anytime soon.
Absolutely.
Go get my appointment book, and there's a photo album in my desk. Can you bring that as well?
Okay. Do you have keys? I don't know if you had your keys on you.
They said everything that they could salvage is in the bag over there.
Okay.
And you look in a chair, and there's a little brown paper bag, like what you would put your lunch in. And you pull out a set of keys, and that's it.
Who's saying who's coming?
The girl will go.
Okay.
Rose will look at Paula. Do you want someone to stay with you?
It would be nice, but you don't have to. I know we don't really know each other.
It's okay. I'd be happy to stay.
And Rose and Paula stay. Gladys and Edgar and Gareth head out to the nursery. Are there any conversations had on the way?
We should probably clean it up and just make sure that it doesn't look like some wild shit happened there in the greenhouse.
I'm going to take a look, see how bad it is.
Like maybe chop down some of those plants.
Probably.
Yeah. We'll figure something out. You just worry about getting the stuff from inside, and we'll take care of the stuff outside. And you get there, and Glads goes into the office. Edgar and Gareth head out to greenhouse number 5, where the door is still very much not on the hinges. The greenery on the inside, though, is completely dead, wilted and dried. Well, I guess that takes care of that.
Rapid growth probably messed with their nutrient intake.
Or she came back and destroyed them.
Not too.
If that was the case, that's good for us, I guess. And you turn around, and on the path going back to the office, there is this little green squirrel. It has a little letter in its hands.
Take the letter.
And it kind of scurries off. Do you open the letter?
Yep.
It says, "Thank you for your assistance. I hope that we do not see each other again. And no more hunting my pets."
Hand it over to Gareth.
Kind of laughs a little bit, puts it in his casted up hand, and takes out a lighter and burns it. Yeah. I don't think she needed to tell me that.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the office. So, back in the office.
Before
Goes
she,
Gladys.
real fast, before she goes there, is there a bag or something that's easy to spot?
There are paper bags.
Like overnight
Makes
bag
sense.
style thing.
There's not like an overnight bag
Okay.
style thing. But there are a few paper bags. There's a canvas bag as well.
Okay. Without trying to not be super invasive, just like a change of clothes.
Okay. There is, in fact, a change of clothes. It's just outerwear, though. It's like if she got super dirty, this is just the change that she had there.
That's fine. It's still better leaving in that than hospital shit. Or dirty
Yeah.
clothes.
Yeah.
Then she would move to the office.
Does she poke around at all?
Absolutely she does. She doesn't move things, not per se, but she absolutely snoops.
Okay. So apparently the nursery's doing fairly decent financially. You do find a journal. It is locked. However, you do have the key.
Yes.
Okay. How far back do you go?
Just picking random chunks and skimming through it.
Roll me 3 die. Tell me how many successes you have.
All 3, and one of them's a crit.
Oh, good lord. We're about to learn all the tea. So, do you start front to back or back to front?
Front to back.
Okay, so front to back. Apparently, she's had this for quite a while. Doesn't write in it super often. Like the 3rd or 4th entry, it's her moving away from her parents because she's had it with their controlling ways, and she's going to make her own way in Detroit. And then there's an entry of, this was a mistake, I shouldn't have done this. And then the very next page, I was wrong, I very much should have done this. I met somebody. His name is Billy.
What's the date on this one?
1920, hold on. 1923, I think. 1922, 1923. And then over the next couple things, apparently they got engaged. And they were actually relatively happy. Then you skip a few and Billy disappeared. Nobody can find him. Also, apparently his name wasn't Billy. But they're looking for him, and nobody can find him.
Gladys is invested now.
Some years goes by, and some more bad talk about Billy. And I'm not dealing with any more men. They're all useless. All they want is blah, 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 blah. I'm going to move, and I'm going to open a greenery one day. And then the depression hits. And she's homeless. She's doing what she can to make ends meet, and yeah. It's not great. But she stays positive. And then she actually starts making ends meet and actually opens her greenery. And it does well. She makes some friends in the community. And she's part of a book club now. And she's actually happy for the first time in a really long time. And then she says something about Billy at the very, very end, like 2 or 3 entries ago. I thought I saw him when I went to New York, but I asked and said that's not what his name was. Didn't quite look the same either. That he would be old now. This one wasn't old. And then you're up to date.
Yeah, she was just there reading the whole time, probably, while the other 2 were doing stuff.
And you grab the photo album.
Yes.
And as you pick it up, there out drops a very simple, very frankly cheap. What looks to be an engagement ring.
He'll pick it up and put it in a drawer on the desk.
Okay. Do you look inside the photo album?
Absolutely.
The pictures you see inside are from all throughout her life. And there is a singular picture that looks like it would be from the correct time period from the Billy saga. Rather attractive man, short hair, glasses. Definitely looks like a really crappy carpet salesman, though.
Gotta hate that type.
Yeah, but like sleazy carpet salesman. And she's not necessarily unattractive now for as old as she is. She's still very pretty, very beautiful, very elegant. But when she was younger, she was definitely quite attractive. And you flip through and there's more stuff. She's actually done a fairly decent job of documenting her life as best she can through pictures and through writing. You pack everything up, and that's about the time that Edgar and Gareth come in.
This woman has led a wild life.
How so?
And then gives an abridged version of everything she poked into.
That's certainly something.
I couldn't help myself. I know I shouldn't poke around, but oh well.
Were you able to find Billy?
Me?
Actually, she would have discussed that when she was giving us the overview of things.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think she ever found him. She's got a picture of him, though. Whip out the book and points and opens it to Billy.
Maybe I'll put a picture of Billy in our Discord. Who knows?
Yeah, Gladys would show them the picture of Billy. She said she saw someone that looked exactly like him in New York, like not super long ago. And he disappeared a little suspiciously.
Think the vampires got to him?
Maybe.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Sucks for him, but let's get
Yeah,
back.
well.
Let's get her things. And you pack the things up, grab the address book, grab the clothes and the photo album, head back up to the hospital. While they are gone, Rose, is there anything that you'd like to talk to Paula about?
Whatever she feels like talking about, if we can, kind of just idle chit chat to get her mind off of things, maybe.
She goes into this whole big spiel about the most recent book she read and her book club. Then it kind of turns into kind of a weird conversation of how old are you? And you know, I know what happened. I'm not dumb. I just don't like to. If other people didn't know exactly what happened, I would rather keep it that way. And if you're the type that looks for truck problems like that, you should probably stop before you get too old and you can't enjoy yourself after that.
Rose kind of looks down at her feet for a long minute and kind of sucks her teeth a little bit before she turns back to Paula and says, "Funnily enough, I never really figured I'd make it this far.
Yeah.
If I get to be that age, I'll count myself lucky."
I met somebody a while ago that I spoke with for a little bit, and they were interesting. They told me that there was a certain calmness about being able to settle down and actually enjoy your surroundings. Take things slow. Maybe it's time for you and your friends to slow down, settle down, and take things slow before you get hurt. Because I got hurt, and I wasn't looking for it. Something tells me that you were. I mean, it's not really my place to poke and prod and tell you what to do with your life because Lord knows I haven't done everything that I should have with mine, but um, just a word of advice before you get too old and learn how to enjoy it.
I don't even know what I'd do with myself if I did.
You should take up gardening.
I had an aunt that used to garden. A real pretty rose bush out front.
I don't like roses. They remind me of someone. Real pretty exterior, but when you start touching, they hurt you.
Kind of sad how people can be like that. I know the type well.
But anyway, happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Do you cook much?
I actually don't. I've never gotten the knack for cooking, but the other gal that's with us, Gladys, she's a really good cook.
I need to give you my recipe for Jello salad. It's different, but it's good.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, I put marshmallows in it.
Oh.
Janice's grandson really likes it. And the conversation switches back to more like upbeat, happy, jovial. She'll give you some tips and tricks and pointers on how to properly clean wood if asked, as well as a very effective degreaser if the shop comes up in conversation.
Mhm.
But eventually, Gladys and Gareth and Edgar get back. Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I'm sorry it took so long. I didn't really go through your stuff, but I figured you'd maybe want something else to wear when you're ready to leave.
I didn't even think about that. Thank you.
I've been in the hospital a few times and I hated it.
Yeah, it's terribly boring.
It really is. I would have grabbed you a book. I didn't, or something. I'm sorry.
I don't know, they've got a library here. I've actually requested a couple.
Oh, good.
But
There was a ring that fell out of the photo album. I just put it in your desk.
it's okay. Thanks for picking it up and putting it somewhere safe.
No problem.
You hand her the bag and she kind of goes through it. She's like, we can stay in touch if you want to. I can give you updates, or it's kind of up to you. If you want updates on me, I can absolutely give them to you. Or
Sure.
and she kind of looks at Edgar and, you're Miss Wilson's son, right?
Yes.
She's hosted us a couple times for the book club. I've seen her pictures. I can just give her the updates.
Okay.
You have to pick up the phone, though, if I do that.
It'll be if we're in the shop.
Okay. By the way, I gave her a really good recipe for a degreaser. It works for me.
Oh, good. I have so many issues with that.
Also, a Jello salad recipe.
It's got marshmallows in it.
Oh, I'm sure we'll have it for dinner one night then.
It's more a dessert, but
With dinner.
Janice has a I think she calls it a hamburger Jello salad.
I absolutely need the recipe for that too. I'll make it.
By the way, look that up. It was a thing.
Yeah, I know.
Sounds gross.
We used to have Jello salads for Easter.
Yeah. But specifically like a hamburger Jello salad. Yeah. But she thanks you and she's like, I won't keep you for any longer than you feel like it's necessary. Thanks for getting everything. I don't have family anymore. But I have friends here, so I'll give them a call.
Okay. Gladys will leave the number for the shop if she wants to call.
She will write it down in her little book, which is filled front to back, and she's writing in the margins now. And she will say goodbye as all of you leave. And you get back to the car and you head out.
Yes.
A little bit later than you expected, however. Still on the day that you expected.
That's fine.
Now the question is, do you go back to the shop or do you go back to Gareth's?
I don't know. Does Gareth want to come to the shop?
He will, if you want him to.
Do you guys want to go to Gareth's?
Rose wants to read more about werewolves.
You can go to Gareth's.
So to Gareth's.
Okay. So everybody convenes at Gareth's. And yeah, you are allowed to do as much research as you want on any subject that you want. He opens the full library. And yeah, just let me know what you want to know. And I will let you know if you can find it.
Edgar will give Rose a hand in looking up all the werewolf stuff.
Just as much as she can get her grubby little paws on.
Is there anything specifically that Gladys wants to know?
He had mentioned having something for her.
Correct.
She's gonna corner him about that.
Oh, we were going to get to that in a minute.
Okay. She's gonna try and research that thing that she got more. I don't know if his library would have anything on either the box or that rod thing that she has.
Okay. So, let's start with the easy ones. Rose and Edgar.
AKA not me. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Intelligence and either academics or investigation, please.
It's gonna be investigation because I don't have any academics.
They're just gonna burn a willpower.
Yeah, same.
3.
Also 3.
Okay. Both of you wanted to learn majority about werewolves and werewolf stuff, right? So, most of what you learn can be found in a nice World of Darkness splat called Werewolf the Apocalypse. Without really trying to read it. As far as here are all the different tribes. This is auspices. This is the forms. This is what hurts them. This is what does them. This is what happens in these different forms. They're very big about pride and glory and werewolves for werewolves because yes. And werewolves and vampires do not mix most of the time. And if they do, there is a lot of things happening.
Huh. Rose will kind of look up at Edgar. They don't mix. I wonder how those two kind of came to be in there, whatever the hell that was.
Blackmail, maybe a deal, who knows?
And Gareth
knowing
will walk by and, no to both of them.
no to the blackmail?
No to the blackmail. They're both too old. Blackmail eventually wears off. There's got to be a threat there.
Did you ever figure out what it was?
If I could figure out what it was, I would use it.
You think it still matters after all this time?
Well, it's got to. It's got to be like family or something. Or like a very specific place that she's gonna destroy, or it's got to be something like that.
You think they share a homeland or something?
Probably. Judging by her accent, she's probably from USSR.
Maybe.
Him can't really tell though. So, yeah, those two. I don't understand those two.
Part of me thinks I don't want to, but part of me really, really does.
Yeah. Part of me does too, but part of me doesn't have the energy.
Plus, it's probably one of those things where if you find out about it, you're going to be stuck in it too.
Probably. She seems the type to. Oh, you know a secret, come here.
Most of them are like that after they get to be a certain age, I assume.
Yeah. What I understand, most of them are like that. So, going over to Gladys.
Yes.
Intelligence and academics or investigation, whatever's better for you.
Investigation.
Okay.
I'm gonna willpower this.
Okay.
Three.
Well, 3 is not very good. At the end of the day, not for this.
I know.
So you don't learn a whole heck of a lot. You do learn the origins of the box,
I think we already knew that.
but you have them recorded in multiple spots, so it's kind of confirming what you know.
Yeah.
And the fact that it is a trapped essence of a pseudo god. Of sorts. Technically, it's called a scion.
Okay.
It's the trapped essence of the scion that claimed the name Apollo.
Oh.
Because that makes sense, right? However, the actual name is far gone and lost.
That's interesting.
Beyond that, there's not a whole heck of a lot on the box. And as far as the rest of your investigating, either you're looking in the wrong spot or there's nothing really to find.
Okay.
It's a little bit frustrating, but trauma.
Yeah.
So after a couple days of you being at Gareth, being given access to the full library, he kind of calls you all a little bit after lunchtime. It's like, so that just things that I wanted to give all of you.
Yeah.
So they're not a catch-all. They're not a. This is going to be perfect for everything. But you all tend to like to use firearms or crossbows. So feel like having an ability to be a little bit more efficient is probably a good idea. And will actually take a firearm, rather large firearm, out of a case, place it on the table. But Edgar, this is yours. You can use it or not use it. I don't really care.
Thanks.
And it is a Thompson submachine gun. Fun fact: if you look down the barrel, and I don't know how much you believe in this type of stuff, but if you look down the barrel, there's actually a blessing put on the barrel. If the right person uses it, it's supposed to like hurt vampires more. I don't know. I'm not one of those.
I'm going to find out.
Rose, you also do the firearms, but you're not militarily trained. So we're going to do something a little bit nicer for you. And he puts this weird black canister on the table. That'll make you a whole lot quieter.
Ooh.
Yeah, so if you need to like sneak up on something, you can put a couple shots down range where you get seen.
Very nice.
Then Gladys.
Yes.
The idea that we kind of came up with for the hollow tip things.
Mhm.
You said that you wanted something that you could just like disengage it after it hit.
Yeah, that was apparently my drunk/tipsy.
How about an injector?
That would be interesting.
It needs refining, but he kind of just slides an old dusty blueprint over to you.
Where'd this come from?
You got your brain from somewhere, and it wasn't for me.
Oh.
He was working on it, but it was for holy water. Put a larger gauge needle on it. I'm sure it'll probably work just as well for Quicksilver.
Yeah. There's probably a lot of applications for this.
Probably, but I know that's the two that immediately come to my mind.
Yeah.
Could use it as a narcotic injector. for something a little bit less supernatural.
I mean, if you miniaturize it, realistically, you could probably fire a dart out of like your rifle and do the same thing.
I know someone who's getting into plants. I'm sure we could get some interesting things from him.
Please, no more plants.
I'm not growing them. He is. So we can get the stuff from him, not the plants themselves.
Well, that's good, I guess. Also, I may or may not have taken the liberty of sending your mom a new couch. That one was kind of uncomfortable.
Sure, she'll appreciate it.
I'm sure her book club will too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that book club.
That book club.
I'm sure they're a riot.
I mean, you can always go back and check.
Maybe when I retire in 35 years. That'll put me about 85. That sounds about right. But there's other things around here. If you come across something you think it might be useful, just let me know. You can't take everything, but you can ask.
Yeah.
Also, the only place that's off limits is my bedroom, just because it's I don't remember where else you can kind of come and go as you please. I'm not gonna lock the office anymore. And did I ever show you the my basement?
No, I wasn't
Gladys?
allowed to go down there.
You're free to use it as you so. see
And
fit.
surprisingly, I never broke into it.
Probably because it's too hard to break into.
Yeah, I did try. I didn't think I got so decent at lockpicking.
Yeah, the first three easy. The last one is Gladys proof because it's too simple.
Apparently.
Oh no, I'll show you. And it's gonna take you over, and you pick the first three locks, and then the last one, you know his keys, and then there's always this metal rod, and he just slides the metal rod in it and goes click.
He just walks away for a second.
Rose just starts cracking up, can't even hold it in.
Told you it was too easy.
Like, she just laps around the house for a minute and then comes back. I want to see what's down there.
And you go down there, and it is a full machine shop, ammo reloading, gunsmith shop. There's a firing range. There's a cell down there as well. It is bloodstained, but there is nothing in there currently.
And what did you keep down here?
What I needed to. I can give you specifics, but I don't think you want them.
Wasn't people, was it?
Define people.
Non-supernatural beings.
Then no.
Okay.
I'm not a kidnapper.
Did I ever tell you about the crazy house that melted, but what we found in its cellar? That was poisoning the water?
I don't think so.
Gladys launches into a in-depth explanation of what that one brother was doing to the Banu.
And Gareth sits down on one of his tables down there and very much enjoys the story. So now you effectively have 2 shops that you can work out of. Multiple locations, multiple cells, multiple libraries.
Nice.
So, yeah, fun times. Is there anything else that anybody would like to do?
Right before they go, Rose would actually like to pick through his library and see what he has, particularly on the Ravnos.
When you ask him about it, he does inquire as to why specifically them.
I might or might not have a couple of personal vendettas.
Okay. And he actually goes over to his wall and takes out not an overly substantial tome, but definitely enough. So this is all I have. They are hard to keep track of. Very flighty, very... Well, there's a term that some people like to use, but I'll refrain from using that. Apparently it's not in good taste anymore. And you kind of go through, and it basically has everything that V20 would have on Raptors. Which really wasn't a whole heck of a lot.
She'll just kind of spend her time reading through it, memorizing what she can.
Anything else from anyone else?
I think Edgar's all set.
Would he have anything on the Baron or the Hakata? Or not the Hakata, but the Samedi? That, whatever that bloodline was called.
He would have it on the bloodline, on the family.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's the family of blood is actually what it was like they called themselves or something.
I don't remember without looking it up.
Yeah. He would have it on them, but he wouldn't have it specifically on the Baron.
That's fine. He would look into that.
Apparently when they feed from people rather than being almost bliss-like, it is extremely painful. And they have a dire fascination with death and dying and morbidity. And typically look kind of zombie-like.
Mm-hmm. You would specifically look into any specific weaknesses or things like that.
As per normal, specific weaknesses are your big 3. Sunfire, extreme cold.
Yeah.
However, it can also potentially harm them as far as holy symbols, holy religious texts, and like holy water / blessed substances,
Mm-hmm.
and potentially holly bushes? Question mark.
Interesting. That would be what she does right as they're getting ready to head out.
Okay. Does Edgar have anything else?
I think he's all set.
Okay. So, you make it back to the shop, and you have 3 messages waiting for you. 2 are from Paula, 1 is from Edgar's mother. The first message is getting out of the hospital. Apparently, they said that I am recovered enough to be able to go home, but on very light duty. The second message is for a beef stroganoff recipe. And then the message from Edgar's mother is, why does he never answer my phone calls?
Gladys would call Paula back and trade a bread recipe.
Nice.
Edgar would call his mom after, let her know that he just had to take Gareth back to his place.
Okay. She obviously inquires, is you're taking care of yourself and you're healing okay? You're changing.
Well, yeah, yes, mothers.
You're changing your socks, right?
Yes.
She. Okay. Let me know if I need to come down there.
I'm sure Glass and Rose will let you know first.
Ask her if she likes the new couch.
Do you like the new couch?
It's very bright. It's comfortable though.
It's what we were hoping for, at least.
I'm halfway through a knitted shawl for it. Or cover slip. The yellow is a bit much.
Yeah, you can blame Gareth for that one.
I mean, it's nice. It's very bright. The red works though.
Makes sense. Edgar would talk to his mom a bit more until she decided to hang up. Until her Glass kicked him off the phone for running up long distance bills.
Me. It's his mom.
Yeah. So is there anything that anybody would like to do at the shop?
Check in to see if that shipment Leo promised ever came in. the non-lethal munitions.
The shipment did come in. They have been put in the proper room downstairs.
And also check on with the dog, of course.
Naturally. And the dog's doing well. Has been getting trained, which is the important thing.
Is that all that Edgar wants to do?
Yes.
Gladys would take some time tinkering with that blueprint.
Okay. Give me intelligence and craft.
With my specialty?
Yes.
That's good. I did a batch roll because I seem to roll better when I do that. 6 with a crit.
Very nice. You managed to construct it. It is missing a very key item, though. A way to actually deploy it. It's not really a way to, once it's filled, to deploy it. But you have ideas immediately.
Okay.
It involves a very, very light spring and latch system.
Okay. Yeah, she will. It's probably like a mad scientist laboratory if you walk in on her right now. There's just notes everywhere.
Notes everywhere in parts and pieces.
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm actually not going to make you roll for another one. You will have 5 of them ready to go by the beginning of next game.
Okay.
Next problem is, what are you going to fire them out of?
You will make something to fire it out of, if need be.
Yeah. Nice. For those of you that play a certain Bethesda game, no, but yes.
It canonically exists in our world now.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's fun. Rose and Edgar, anything else that you would like to do?
Edgar's all set.
It's probably not going to take too super long, but at some point Rose will take the silencer that she got and find somewhere to practice using the gun with the silencer, just so she can get used to what it feels like, any differences with that thing on it, any changes she might need to make when firing it, so on and so forth.
Good news, it's Tennessee, and it's the 40s. So just go somewhere there's not houses and you're fine. Because, I mean, that's basically what it is now. So, You laugh, but
I lived in Oklahoma/Texas for a year. I'm well aware.
exactly. I think we've all lived in the South at one point in time. That's how it is. So yeah, you get some target practice in. It doesn't take long to realize just a little bit front heavy. Not a huge deal. Won't affect things too much. And if nobody else has anything else, we will leave our cell there until next time.
Do I need to make an extra roll for the creating the gun piece itself?
We'll do that next time.
Okay. Then no, I'm good.
You've had too many good rolls now. I don't want you to completely botch a roll. So,
Yeah, I get about 2 or 3 per session of really good ones.
yeah, I think you've had like 4.
Yeah.
So, I was like, yeah, let's not push it. So yeah, if you are with us on Twitch still, we very much appreciate you being here. I hope that this was fun for you. If for no other reason than Easter eggs and spoilers. If you listen to the rest of our games, and speaking of the rest of our games, Sundays and Tuesdays. Sundays are alternating between Life and Blood Atlanta and Midnight on Circle. I run Atlanta. Buttons runs the Circle, aka Indianapolis. And then obviously Tuesdays are our Hunter game, and Blood and Hope Detroit, which is what Faye runs. And that's where you can find Vincent and Kat. And if you can put 2 and 2 together, Billy.
And maybe Paula.
You know, you know.
Yeah. Which, by the way, that's still not his birth name, so good luck with that. But yeah, you got a little bit of insight as to a little bit of Rufus, so that was fun.
Got to see some stuff from Kat that would not really come up in the game for too many reasons.
Yes. Which is why I very quickly mentioned certain things. And rendered a hypothesis as to another thing. So yeah, fun things. If you're finding us anywhere else, and actually I think if you find us on Twitch, you can find the link tree in the description as well, or somewhere. I don't know exactly where it is, but anywhere else it's in the description. And if you click on that, you can find all our socials, our Discord if you want to come talk to us, because we like to talk to people. If you want to talk to us, if you don't want to talk to us and you just want to hang out, that's fine too. You can come see our pet pictures. We like pet pictures. Or the very random, like, video game / World of Darkness / why not information that we give out to people. Or shoot, even if you want to come exchange recipes with us, I promise you we won't give you Jello salad.
I legitimately have bread recipes.
Yes, and I have a lot of other different types of recipes.
I mean, so do I, but I actually have a bread recipe.
Yeah. And Buttons has quite a few recipes. And Nen has some recipes, and Kraken has some recipes.
Kraken's never shared a recipe.
Well, she can probably share some from people that she knows.
Kraken didn't show up tonight.
I know.
Went to sleep.
How dare
Yes.
she?
Grounded.
Yes. Grounded before till college.
Yeah, right. But yeah, if you are finding us anywhere else, in the link tree, you can also find our Patreon, as well as the Dice Affiliate link, which I'm pretty sure is still in.
It's still on there, but I think it's still down.
Yeah, right now they're doing some things, so they'll be up eventually. Don't know exactly when. I know it takes a while, so. Yeah, so if any of those sound like anything that you would like and would want to do and would want to follow and share and tell other people to do as well, that'd be great. We like people. We like new friends, even though we're all introverts.
Yeah. I like people when I have the choice to interact with them.
Yes. So yeah, if you are one that wants more spoilers, now would be the time to stay. Otherwise, you don't have to leave or you don't have to go home, but you got to get out of here if you don't want spoilers. So 3, 2, whenever. Now. So, spoilers? Any questions? Any comments? I'm not taking concerns.
Censorship. How dare.
How dare you censor us?
Yes. Question. Where are we going next?
Yeah.
I got my
I don't know.
D50 ready if you need to roll.
Go for it.
25.
One second. I gotta find this thing again, so hold on just a second. But in the meantime, anything else that we want to talk about?
Is that typically how fights between Kat and Vincent go, or is it just she was trying to be nice this time?
No, that's kind of how they go. She works to subdue, and he works to kill. Because if he can kill her, yes, he goes out with it at this point, but then the threat that he's under also goes away.
Did he target Paula, or was she just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time?
Wrong place at the wrong time. So where we are going next time is Wyoming.
Okay.
Fuck
It'll be
is
fun.
in Wyoming out in the 40s?
Not a damn thing.
So another big encounter, got it.
No.
We doing a ghost town thing?
No, that's not a ghost town thing.
Aw.
There is a ghost town on here, but that is not a ghost town thing.
We should do that lunatic asylum after we finish up Wyoming.
You mean West Virginia?
Yes, I mean West Virginia.
So I got...
We've hit quite a few states
Here.
already.
We have.
Yeah. There are quite a few. I'm just trying to figure out which ones I need to take off.
Would you like the list? I've actually written down every
No.
state we've gone to.
No, we're good.
Okay. Also, fun fact, when I rolled that craft roll, I had 8 dice.
Nice. So yeah. Let's see here. We have, where's my ghost town? I am kind of sad that I can't find where the ghost town is.
Is it that one place in Pennsylvania that had to get evacuated because of the coal mine fire?
No. I've got a thing for that. And it's something that oddly it's I know a lot more about because of an ex. Montana is the ghost town.
Ah. That tracks.
Interesting.
So what are we doing in this next one?
Finding a research party.
Oh.
The perfect thing to bring the dog with.
I didn't catch the very end of that.
Perfect
Doggo.
thing to bring the dog with.
I mean, you can.
Look, this dog will never usurp Blitz, okay?
Yes, but this one also doesn't have near the amount of attitude.
That's fair.
Yeah, now this one should be fun. It'll be a very big change of pace.
You mean is Gladys actually gonna be useful?
Potentially.
Wow.
But we've went after vampires and werewolves and ghosts and demons and every freaking thing else. This one's unique so far.
Oh.
Is it aliens?
No.
Your hair isn't messed up enough for that, Buttons.
It is not aliens.
The aliens are going to be in Nevada.
Actually, no.
Callie.
No.
Is Callie the Fresno Nightwalkers?
We'll see what California is.
Or Nightcrawlers, that's what they are. Fresno Nightcrawlers.
I think after Michigan, Wisconsin, and the last state where we did the Crocatoad, I think going to California would be a nice change of pace.
I mean, if you like Kissiad.
Yes! That's exciting.
But, like, true to the letter, Kissiad.
Yeah, we need to talk about that before you do it to make sure things line up.
Yeah.
Whoops, spoiler.
Yeah.
Not for Detroit. For Orlando.
Yes. And exactly what's going on is actually going to be kind of neat, I think.
Interesting.
So, Nevada is dealing with when you guys actually take a vacation.
You mean we get a vacation?
Yeah.
Vacation.
Yes.
I'm assuming it's a certain test site.
No. You'll actually be relaxing.
Shocking.
Idaho's the one where you want to stay away from.
I don't know.
Yes. And anybody that actually half knows the history of Idaho, especially around that time, will understand why.
Off the top of my head, I can't say I do.
At one point in time, Idaho was a very, very prominent, and still is, nuclear testing state.
Ooh.
And that's where they bury old nuclear reactors.
Oh, so what I'm hearing is that we're gonna get some Fallout-styled ghouls.
Maybe. It's gonna be great.
I can't wait to see it. We're gonna confuse them for Nosferatu, I'm sure.
Yes. Why are they out during the day? I don't know.
Daywalkers!
Clutching the pearls.
But they're not talking. They've gone feral. Yes. No, it'll be fun. I gotta go through here and figure out which ones I can actually delete.
Yeah, that's why I said if you wanted the list, I have it.
No, I've got the list. We also have to do Rhode Island at some point.
Oh boy, yes, please.
Do you remember what that one is?
Vaguely, and yes, please.
I don't remember, but yes, please.
Mercy Brown.
I think I was excited. I want to say I was excited for that one.
Oh,
Yes.
Jesus.
That was an interesting one.
So yeah. Yeah, lots of fun times. Anything else that anybody wants to ask me?
I don't think
Now
so.
would be the time to ask me about Rufus if you want to know about Rufus. Depending on exactly what you ask is depending on what I tell you.
Don't worry, it'll be a big fat lie because Dangle's a filthy liar.
Did I lie at all from what I was reading off from the journal? Yeah, from the journal.
No.
So far, I've actually not lied.
About this game.
Yeah. About this game.
Rufus going to ghoul Paula since she survived this.
No. Canonically does not.
Rufus doesn't.
Any other questions? Or comments at this point?
for me.
Not that I can think of right now.
Had things not turned out the way they did, would Rufus have gone through with marrying Paula?
Yes. She might be part of the reason why he's real big on the whole redemption thing. Just saying.
How would he react if he found out she is still alive?
Probably killing whoever's keeping her alive. Without a shadow of a doubt. Like, it could be Charlotte. Shit, it could be Yuri. And like, alright, cool, you're dead now.
Well, unluckily for him, if anyone is going to ghoul her, it is neither of those two.
And it's just, person that likes plants.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's difficult growing some of those plants that come from, the Slavic nations.
Yeah, and she was doing it
Decently well.
okay enough, at the very least.
Without training and all of that, and gotta have the proper soil. Straight from the motherland.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, no, if Rufus finds that out, Cat's dead.
Well,
There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Rufus has never been shopping in her flower store.
He can't during the day.
Nope.
And he doesn't care about flowers that much.
Nope. I mean, when else would a gardener be working, though?
Yeah, but that's okay, because Gabby's looking into burial sites.
Yep.
So that's going to be fun.
Yeah, it'll be super fun if she finds just a missing persons report and then an empty casket funeral.
Yeah. And then, hey, I need to find somebody that looks like that. Gabby, go.
Gabby,
Why?
good to see
Just
you.
do it. Why? Just do it. Yeah.
Maybe. I made a roll. Cat did go back.
Archie approves.
Feyla approves too, because that just means more pain for Rufus.
That's fine. Now it's not a triangle, it's a box.
Whee!
Oh my god.
Well, it is still a triangle, just Rufus is in the middle and everybody's hitting him with sticks.
The Triforce.
Yes. Yes, we have Rufus, Paula, Gabby, and Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Gabby would literally hit him with a stick. Paula would probably literally hit him with a stick.
Yes.
Charlotte would just be like, what do you mean?
Charlotte
This is
would
bullshit.
be daintily laughing.
Yes. it would be funny.
Meanwhile, Yuri watches and Zep is like, I'm still getting paid for this, right?
Charlotte would pay him to let the abuse happen. Just because it's funny.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But discreetly.
Of course.
Charlotte's fun. I like Charlotte a lot.
But yeah, that happens. Cat's going to die.
I mean, you wanted her to die anyway.
I said potentially, maybe, probably.
You're planning on how to stick a Ralphus pistol down her throat.
Contingencies, you know?
Good luck with those contingencies, man.
That's okay. Trying to figure out how to talk Zep into having a sniper rifle aimed at her as well.
You have more than just Zep for that.
Oh, I know. We just haven't gotten to the other people yet.
Yeah. It'll be fun. Is one of them going to be Rose?
No.
How funny
We
would
cannot
that be,
find
though?
Rose. Yeah. Funny.
Ironic.
Yes. But yeah, it's Rufus has got a lot of stuff he's thinking about on a daily basis now. After realizing, oh God, I can deal with one, cannot deal with two, and that one wants to kill everyone. It seems like.
Artemis and Cat.
Yeah.
But you can't just get them to turn on each other and have at it.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I will tell you, above table, the only way you are going to get Cat after Artemis is if you plant evidence that Artemis has hurt or killed any one of Cat's brood or Vincent. Convincing evidence. That is the only way Cat will move against her.
So we just make it happen. Feed Artemis a tip that, hey, they're harboring a werewolf over there. You should go get it.
No, I'm pretty sure she saw the werewolf.
Oh, yeah.
And the white.
Mm-hmm.
It's over there. Go get it.
Good luck getting an audience with Artemis.
No.
None of you are women in that
Yeah.
game.
Yuri could probably pass if they tried, but they don't want to try.
Not against Artemis. We'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, no. No.
Unless you got like 10 dice to roll, she is probably seeing through it.
Yeah, no. Yuri's not that up on their social skills.
Yeah. I mean, not 10 dice, but you know. Unless you have a
Yeah.
decent pool, you're not getting away with that one.
Yeah, no.
I think the only one that has any chance is actually Rufus.
Yeah, he just sent Gabby to go do it.
You guys can certainly try.
Hey, Peter. I need you to go talk to Very and have her say go for herself to Cat, and then have her go over there.
Alright, my dog's giving me the stink eye. I need to hop off here pretty soon.
I think we can wrap this up.
Yeah, we can do that. So, if you're still with us, thanks for being with us. We very much appreciate it. Nosferatu is very much invested in my mouse cursor. It's kind of funny. And hopefully everything is going to go well for you. Hopefully you won't have to deal with any, odd and errant dogs or long lost people that you haven't seen in forever, but they look the exact same from 20 years ago. Yeah. So, join us again. No later than this Sunday. However, we will probably convene and figure out if we are doing something on Thursday.
Yeah.
We will let you know on Discord, because I feel like that is the proper way to do that.
Yup.
Stay safe, thank you, and have a wonderful evening or morning or whatever.
Farewell.